Joe Show on Star 106. Iconic childhood movies come in a variety of flavors, a variety of contexts. Like when I think about movies that I watched growing up, you got different ones. You've got your Gremlins. You've got your Nightmare on Elm Street. Probably shouldn't have watched that. Oh, man, bad sleeper days. Watched it at a sleepover at a friend's house. Like, I don't know if it was the mom or like an older brother that went and rented it from the grocery store. One of the kids that was at the sleepover slept with is it a colander? Is that the thing that, you rinse out the macaroni and cheese in before you put the cheese sauce on it? Slept with that over his face because he guaranteed Freddie wouldn't be able to cut through it. And then you've got your heartwarming childhood movies as well. I'm wondering, what is one movie every kid should watch before they grow up? If you want to chime in, swing by the Star 106 Facebook page to do just that. Andrea with a great suggestion, Adventures in Babysitting. That is a good one. Yeah. And, for different age ranges, there's probably different movies that you would recommend. Is that movie good for a 5-year-old? Probably not. But you get 13 years old and on up. There you go. Ed saying Blazing Saddles. Humor without boundaries. I suppose for an older kid, I'm talking like teenager, licensed to drive and all that sort of stuff. Robin saying a movie that every kid needs to watch before they grow up, The Sandlot. Do kids still do that? My kids aren't quite at the age where we're letting them just have free run around the neighborhood. I would love to imagine that kids are still doing that, though. You got a group of friends in the neighborhood. You just head out like this summer once school's done. I'm going to run over to Timmy's or Braden's or Caden's or Jaden's, and we're gonna play baseball. We'll see you at supper time, Mom. All right, have fun. Call me if you need anything. Send a text. But The Sandlot, that is a good one for kids to be able to watch. That, and younger kids can get by watching that one as well. Goonies. Oh, yes. Goonies. You do need to be a little bit older, I think teenager level, to be able to watch Goonies. But that is one. You got to watch that as a kid just to see that sense of adventure and mystery. And there's some scary parts in there, too. That's a good one. What about you? What would you recommend? A movie that a kid needs to watch before they grow up. Stop by the Star 106 Facebook page to contribute. Talking movies on the Joe Show. What is one movie that every kid should see before they grow up, before they become an adult? One movie maybe that you watched that had a big impact on you, or is just such a classic that every kid needs to see it before they become an adult and have that be part of their childhood experience. Swing by the Star 106 Facebook page to be a part of the Joe Show. Leave a comment. Check out some other comments posted up there. Breakfast Club, says Nikki. That's, you got the jock and the nerd and all the different archetypes of high school life that there is, all meeting up in the detention. It's been forever since I've seen Breakfast Club, and I know that you're going to be like, how do you not know this? Was it just one day that they were in there, or did they go back like several Saturdays that they had to be in there? I don't remember. But it was showing how, the nerd can be friends with the jock a little bit. So maybe not good for a 6-year-old, but a 16-year-old? Oh, aces on that one. Audrey saying a movie that every kid should see before they grow up, The Lion King. Yes. Bambi in there too, maybe. Sheila saying The Little Rascals. Evie saying Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That one. Or that's the one with Johnny Depp, right? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Or you could go with, why can I not think of what the original, Willy Wonka. Oh my goodness. Where are my memories? They're getting gone. But that's also another good one, to watch that. Speaking of archetypes and different characters, you got the gluttonous one and the bratty one, and you see how all of those bad character traits can lead to the person's downfall. when they're in the chocolate factory with Willy Wonka. What about you? What movie do you suggest every kid should see before they grow up? Let us know. Be a part of the Joe Show this morning. Again, swing by the Star 106 Facebook page and send a message. You just have to experience as a child. That's what we're talking about this morning on the Joe Show. And by child, I mean maybe you're 3 years old, maybe you're 17 years old. But what movie does every kid need to see before they become an adult? Great suggestions coming in this morning here on the Joe Show. A lot of people recommending Goonies. You know, one of those ultimate, iconic childhood movies if you grew up in that time period. A Never-Ending Story saying Amber. My Girl saying Georgia. Oh, man. You remember watching that and you're just like, oh, wow, look at how much fun they're having. And then the ending and you're like, am I allowed to cry in front of my friends right now? Because I feel like that's the appropriate thing to do. Katie saying Mrs. Doubtfire. One of those movies that every kid needs to see before they grow up. I'd like to throw in Karate Kid. Like the old school ones. No offense to Will Smith's kid. And who else was in that? Was Justin Bieber in that? Maybe he just did the song. But the original ones with Danielson. That. 1, 2... definitely. Back to the Future. Another one that every kid should see. Home Alone. Home Alone, if you're of a certain age. And then Flight of the Navigator. I don't know that enough people remember this movie or watched it, but it's the kid who gets like picked up in a UFO or something along those lines. And it's like the UFO is sentient and able to communicate with them and travels through time. It's pretty cool. I remember that movie. That was one of those ones where it was just like, holy cow, outer space, time travel, all kinds of cool stuff. Flight of the Navigator. Love to hear from you. What do you suggest that every kid should see before they become an adult? Leave a suggestion on the Star 106 Facebook page. Coming up tomorrow on the Joe Show, we've got Fisher Friday. Bob Fisher will be joining the program after 8 o'clock. Plus, it's a Feel Good Friday presented by Cabin Coffee Company. Make sure to chime in and let us know what's got you feeling good as we head into the weekend.